in the meantime, hello everybody and welcome back to some more Dice&Dolts into the Maelstrom. So, last week was just utter chaos. Thanks to our perhaps not so wise gambling. It all worked out in the end. So, with that, we'll just jump back over to our Dungeon Master, Seph. Would you like to tell us a story?
You're just saying that because you were nowhere near as good as Storm.
That's because Squish barely gambled. Squish saw this as giving away the shinies.
Last week, whilst waiting for the Dragon Guard to prepare their supplies for their ascent on the Storm Point Mountain, our party decided to have a little bit of R&R. Did we go to the bathhouse? I can't remember if we went to the bathhouse or not. I don't think we did.
No, we did not go to the bathhouse yet.
But they decided that while Alistair was intervening in getting hold of the Storm King's crown from his bottle of liqueur, they would create the distraction needed by gambling, playing blackjack, and bunny races, and Goku was a 9,000 to 1 outsider.
It was worth a shot! If I won on that, I would have been able to buy the whole island.
But Loki still had a little bit of mascot. Still had mask on his side, and Storm, after initially losing the first few hands, hit bank on a double or nothing bet, and made a lot of money.
Yeah.
The crew then made their way out to the Thestral Drake Inn to enjoy the finest booze on the house, before Squish and Storm made their way to the Grand House Hotel, where they would stay the night. As the rest of the party made their way back to Ark to rendezvous with Alistair, we rejoin our Goblin and Tabaxi couple in their luxurious hotel room.
Oh, yes.
And for argument's sake, I'm just going to use this as a hotel room.
It's a little bit extravagant.
That's the entire idea, my dear Squish. For 2 platinum a night, I mean, it better be extravagant.
They have tiny soaps in the bathroom.
With even tinier soaps on top of the soaps. That's real high class. So, Seph, now that we have the time, please describe our trappings for the night, if you like.
It's a very palatial-looking room. I'd say similar to the image on screen, but without the throne. It's actually a large 4-poster bed.
Oh, yes.
Velvet curtains, silken sheets, a nice furniture set, table, chairs, coffee table, sofa, just to one side, opposite to the large curtain, where your opera box awaits you.
Now, as I heard, there was noise coming from the opera house as we were coming in, basically, so that's probably we'll catch the tail end of a show, won't we?
Yes, you can just about hear the orchestra sort of winding down for the evening.
Well,
basically, the last performance was about an hour or so ago, so we were just kind of easing out of performance, basically.
Well, Squish, want to just relax a little while before bed, or do you want to just, take that beast for a spin?
You really have to ask.
Oh, hell no, but I'm a polite man, a gentleman.
Yeah, true. But if you ever lose that amount of money again, you'll never touch me again. Nearly had to be worked with. You lost 30 grand. Storm.
Yeah, but I have like 20. I have 20 gold for myself. As a team, we still came out of that like rich as fuck.
True. It could have ended a lot worse.
I see your point. But imagine if Bangoku won. Imagine if he won, Squish.
That would be a lot of gold.
It'd be more gold than we could possibly carry, even in the portable hole.
That sounds like a challenge.
Well, then you're just gonna have to let me go back to the casino again, aren't you?
No. Not without supervision.
Yes! But you're my supervision.
Supervision with someone that can count.
Aye, if you insist. You are the light of my life, after all. I am your storm, and I'm at your service.
Now then. The kids are back in the ship.
Oh yeah, we have no reason to be modest tonight. I'm excited. These fucking horny children.
Fade black.
Okay. I want you both to roll me to a d10 each.
Ooh,
Oh, 2d10, right?
No, just one.
Oh, well, I'll take the 10 then.
Take the 10. Okay. I would like you both to make me... I just want to roll a d10 myself.
Interesting.
I'm very
Keep in
concerned
mind,
about
they
what's
both
doing.
were plastered.
Actually, I'd best roll a second one just in case.
Yeah, it's a good thing, like, the box is enchanted
Okay.
so that no one can see in, but we can see out.
I want you both to make me
Let's find out if it's soundproof.
3... I want you both to make me 3 constitution checks each.
Free!
Saves.
Interesting. Okay, that's an interesting spread.
It looks like
Let's
yours
see.
worn out.
Okay.
Well, Squish is the freaky one.
Yeah, Squish, you are just... You get a little bit tired about midway through, but yeah. Over the 13 times, you basically exhaust Stall to the point where he practically is just exhausted by the end.
If I die now, I die happy.
I mean, bone dry. You know those cartoons where the guy's in the desert and he finds a spout and he pumps it and just comes all like, that is me. That is my balls.
Accurate.
Yep. Can yourself look I didn't have you roll 13 constitution saving throws.
I think we need to work on your endurance a little bit, Storm.
I have a fine teacher. Affectionate goblin pats.
Probably we should get some sleep. Too late. Never mind. I'm gonna take a bath.
Come sleep with Storm. Fud.
Okay, I guess I'm staying here.
At the center was also keeping things light, warm, and friendly. A great first impression for any new people who came.
And this is why Squish is usually on top.
Yes.
Yep. We leave a happy couple returning to the ship, where Ardeth, Jeremiah, and Sammy are all have all just made their way back on board.
Ardeth, do you need help to get to your room?
I will be fine. Thank you very much.
I mean, it's just that you almost face planted twice on the way here.
It's only going down one flight of stairs.
Yeah, I don't want you to tumble down. And Jeremiah helps her down the stairs. Look, I was just being courteous, that's all.
Okay, roll me a strength.
A strength check or a strength save?
Strength check.
Okay.
Yeah, you're able. Ardeth, despite her somewhat muscular frame, is still pretty light, so you're able to get her down pretty safe.
Jeremiah knocks at Orla's chamber, and just to let her know, Ardeth is coming in, and then he bids his farewells. Good night, Ardeth. Good night, Orla, and he makes his way back to his cot.
Okay, Sammy.
Yep.
What are you going to do?
Sammy's going to bed. He's tired.
Okay. You all get a decent night's sleep. I would like you all to make me Constitution saving throws, please.
That's a 5.
I just need one more.
That's a 15. Hey! Sammy's
Squish is-
doing okay!
Squish is still going strong.
You bet she is.
Oh, I shouldn't have been. Oh, I'll accept with 19 anyway. I just need to roll this.
Oh god, I killed him!
Oh, bugger. Ooh, bugger. Yeah, everyone but Squish, you are feeling the effects of the booze pretty heavily.
High save.
Rolled about 20, so.
Oh. Oh.
Our
Okay.
greatest enemy yet, partying hard.
Yeah. Storm, you are feeling particularly bad because you are absolutely exhausted last night.
Worth it.
It's like a night out after you left your 20s. You can no longer deal with it.
Yep.
So you see that bit in Scrubs is like the progressions of the hangover through age. The young, the not so young, and the very old. Hi, I'm fine. And then dead.
Yep.
Now, I'd like everyone to quickly roll me a d20.
Alright.
I swear to God, if I don't wake up in the same bed I fell asleep in.
Storm got a 2.
Storm. Storm is the first to wake up.
Oh.
Ardeth is next, and then Jeremiah, then Sammy and Squish wake up at the same time. So I'd say it's about 9 o'clock-ish before Jeremiah, Sammy, and Ardeth are all at the table on board Ark.
Oh,
And
I feel-
Ardeth is currently in her early morning look, which is not usual for her.
Anyone got anything against a hangover?
I have plenty of things against hangovers, they hurt like hell.
To be honest, you look like you had a night on top of last night.
Yes. Can someone please tell that insect to stop scuttling so loudly?
Jeremiah just slams his hand against the wall. Ow! That was way too loud.
Just so you guys know, I got the crown. You see Alistair kind of sat at the table.
Well, it sounds like our distraction was a little bit successful.
I'll say, look here, I've not seen about happy in a while. Anyway, here's the crown. Kind of reaches in under the table and pulls out this. This crown is about 2 foot across, roughly. 2 to 3 feet across. It's a big crown. So, places it on the table.
Well, you could hide it around a barrel and it wouldn't seem out of place.
Well, I'll let you guys keep the pouch. He kind of manages to ease it back into a small pouch.
Look, that looks like a bag of folding if I've ever seen one, given how small it is.
Yeah, they kind of issue them to us at Thieves Guild.
Well, when I came out of my guild, all I got was a hammer.
Alright, stop. Hammer time?
Ow!
Anyway, I'll leave you guys to get yourselves sorted for breakfast. I'm gonna head back to the Thieves Guild. I don't think you guys really need me anymore.
What'll happen with you when he figures out that you've been, plundering the goods, or at least one good?
I really don't know, but if he mentions it, then I'll just see how it goes. If not, I'll have to make a run for it to Ventral. You watch as Alistair skitters off his chair and just kind of makes his way out, leaving the pouch behind for you.
So at least the pounding headaches pay for something.
That's true. How are you feeling, Sammy?
I'm feeling alright. First time in a while that I felt this way.
I think you must be getting used to being blind drunk at this point.
I think they actually put a little bit of poison in that stuff. Anyway, we should probably head back into town and grab the 2 remaining drunkards. Yeah, last team knows you 2 were as drunk as everyone else.
Just remember, it's going to be another day. It'll be until tomorrow we'll be able to leave for the Spire.
Yeah. Well, I think we should deboard.
I would say have a chance to grab some breakfast before you go and tidy yourselves up.
After breakfast.
It doesn't take you too long to make your way through town back to the Grand Hotel.
Looking left and right, Jeremiah steps up to the front desk.
As you do so, the concierge from last night is still on duty. He goes, yes?
Oh god, this guy.
The best guy.
If you could please lower the volume of your voice, I'm nurturing a bit of a headache.
Of course, how may I be of assistance?
Two of my friends are currently staying in your humble lodgings, sir. And we would like to visit with them. Would you be able to announce that Mr. Mr. Morningstar and Ardeth are there?
Certainly, sir. And whom is the individuals in question you wish to see?
It is Mr. Storm upon the Sea and Miss Squish.
Of course, sir, they're in the palatial suite. Yoji kind of snaps his fingers, and the Tabaxi bellboy kind of hops over and goes, this way, please, sir. This way, please. Kind of.
Thank you very much.
He guides you up the stairs. You go about 3 or 4 flights of stairs before finally finding yourself confronted by the door to Squish and Storm's room.
Oh god, I think I killed him!
Thank you very much for your assistance. And he hands a gold piece.
Storm,
Thank you, sir.
blink twice if you could hear me!
And then he knocks on the door.
Oh god!
Squish, tell the dragons that I'm not available today. We can discuss mini school reports later.
I'm just gonna... You drink that water.
Squish.
I'll go open the door.
Squish. Storm.
Oh,
Squish opens the door ever so slightly to peer out.
oh, the noise.
I wasn't even saying something. Morning, Squish.
Hi, Jeremiah.
Bad time to come round.
Oh, dragons are now polymorphing into Jeremiah.
I think Storm may have had an eventful night.
Well, if the bellhop's still there, excuse me, could you arrange for breakfast for the two to be brought up here?
Yes, sir. He was just about to...
Thank
He
you.
was just way off as you caught him just as he was going.
Yeah.
You may as well come in. Wait a minute. Storm, put your pants on.
If I can find them.
I don't think he's got anything that I haven't seen before. It's not like he's the first Tabaxi I've seen.
Yeah, but you've never seen a Tabaxi like me, now have you?
Okay, if he's well enough to flirt, he's well enough to like, come on in, guys.
I've seen enough Tabaxi anatomy in my day. One of my co-workers was a Tabaxi.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The bed sheets are thrown at Jeremiah.
Come on, you're not shine upon the morning star, so...
I don't need my pants, thank you very much.
Think of the children,
Well,
Storm.
you might...
Think of the
Oh,
children.
yeah. For the children, yes, only for the children.
Meanwhile, Squish is like pushing Midnight's head out of the door until he gets the trousers on.
I would say they left Midnight and Anarchy on board.
We've left the kids back on board, so they
on the
looked like
chandelier.
they needed their naps. Made certain that there was chocolate milk ready.
How did they get up there?
Well, you tell me. You're the one that tore him off.
Fair point.
Jeremiah reaches up and pulls the pants off the chandelier.
Jeremiah, please. We've barely gotten past the flirting stage. But thank you. Snatches his pants back and puts them on.
When I was an apprentice, there were a few very wild parties, and let's just say it's not like my parents have never seen the ceiling up close.
That's not an image I want. Anyway.
Well, now I'm just wondering if the bathhouses here are as conservative as Charles is. Because if they're more liberal, you never know. You might get to see what I'm packing after all, Jeremiah. But you can't touch. Only Squish can touch.
I am not interested in your special tools.
What's this opera?
Oh yeah,
Who's
we got a
asking
really
about
cool
that?
box. Squish is gonna
Yeah,
go
that's
over
how
and open the door into the balcony.
Oh yeah, like they sold me on this suite the moment they mentioned that, hey, I can get a free view of the opera from here.
Wonder what's currently in the program.
I think there's a list over next to the bed. Hang on.
You find the next to bed the opera program, which I just need 1 second to bring up.
This looks fancy. This probably has the information on it. So we just like hold it up to someone to read it.
Okay.
Allow me, my dear. Sanguinaria, or The Twilight Queen's Triumph. Music and libretto by Thalius Lafano, these elven names.
Tadeusz
Lefano.
Lefano, yes.
Lefano. Conducted by Flavio Ryder, directed by Nicholas Fambro, blah blah blah. Let's see. Ooh. Interesting cast list. We got a bunch of gods in here. You think maybe they could just ask the gods themselves if they'd like to make a cameo, but
I think that is a terrible idea.
I think they might actually be a troupe that is rotating the theaters. I think I've seen one or two actually a few years back.
Roll me a history check, please.
He is bullshitting, by the way.
Oh, fair enough.
oh, then you better roll a deception then, Sonny Jim.
Well, in that case, a maybe it's a history, maybe it's a deception. Nope.
It's pretty obvious you're pretending.
Yeah, I mean.
Yes,
yeah.
Jeremiah, I'm sure you have seen it before, perhaps in Waterdeep, where everything happens.
No, not in Waterdeep. No, not everything happens in Waterdeep. I mean, I've worked at a theater once there, fixed some parts of the stage. Had a rather intriguing play there about a queen or something. It's been a while since I've been enjoying the
I find that
program.
most plays are about queens and princesses and other such things, Jeremiah.
Yeah, it felt like it was one of those. What do they call them again? Pantos, I believe it was called. A panto that they were performing. A pantomime.
Oh, I know what theatre you're on about now.
Yep.
Exactly. Exactly.
Is this a reference to Hunter's date?
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, that whole thing I improvised on the spot.
Yep. Get to have your revenge tonight.
Yes. The opera and the pantos. Hunter had a nice date, damn it. Isn't that right?
Yeah,
Hunter?
Yes.
It does say that we should probably dress up.
Ooh.
I don't have a fancy dress anymore. I left it on the head of the
Yeah.
war machine.
Well, you can get yourself a fancy dress today.
It doesn't have to be a dress.
You have a
Oh,
speaking
no.
tube? Up
If you
here?
prefer a shoot. Yes, we do have a speaking tube, Jeremiah.
Well, if necessary, we could probably ask the front desk about appropriate attire.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we can figure it out ourselves, but sure.
I mean, otherwise we'd just have to find tailors that can do this on the fly, on the quick.
I mean, I need to go to a tailor's anyway, since Squish needs her man in a bunny suit.
Well, in that case, probably. Where's the boy with the breakfast?
1 second. I'd say it's about 10-15 minutes before he goes up. We've got a pretty snazzy looking breakfast, fresh crab, nice little bit of cake.
Well, you're eating like kings, it seems.
Sausages.
I should hope so for how much this room cost. Curiosity, is it the same Tabaxi lad who showed us up?
Yeah,
and,
it's the same. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still the same.
He's a good lad. And he gets another platinum because I damn well want to.
Oh, thank you, sir. Kind of
Yeah.
bows as he leaves.
Always a
Squish
pleasure,
on-
lad.
Squish, unfortunately, has all my platinum pieces in her lockbox. I could only give him my small change. That is gold.
Wait, bunny suit? Bunny suit?
Yeah. Yeah, you remember the casino?
I remember the casino. I remember the waiters and waitresses there, and
Do you
Well,
remember
it's,
the Minotaur?
yes, I remember the Minotaur.
Remember, imagine what he was wearing on that, and then points to Storm.
Ardeth, you're starting to bleed from your nose.
Flex.
I want to roll an insight check.
Sure, Squish is getting into this. Squish sees nothing.
Squish, you are oblivious, but everyone else, you notice that Ardeth seems rather embarrassed all of a sudden.
Oh, bless her.
Well, it's probably for special them time.
Is it bad that I got the mental image that when Squish says, imagine that, on that, and then points to Storm, you just picture Storm posing in the corner? Just like doing
Yes.
flexes.
Flexing a bit.
Absolutely.
Anyone else like to roll me a history check?
Sure.
With disadvantage because you were hammered.
Miserable rolls all round then.
Oh god. Yeah,
I've not been too bad.
yeah, you're all pretty drunk. Oh no, Sammy, you can't remember this at all, but the rest of you were pretty drunk, but you definitely remember Ardeth saying she wanted a suit as well.
To speak about it, was there any particular outfit that you wanted as well?
What?
Maybe.
No outfits.
I seem to remember that there might have been a talk of a specific dress.
1 second to roll something. Yeah, I'll go with your previous insights for this. Squish, you haven't noticed, but Samael, Storm Jeremiah, you notice that she's clearly lying through her teeth as she denies it.
Ardeth, you're amongst friends.
How do you think, Sammy? We get one for Sammy too. Maybe his wife will enjoy that.
What? Huh?
A bunny suit, apparently. Apparently now the fashion of the day is bunny suits.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, he'd look adorable in it.
I can just imagine his disgusted look.
Exactly.
Isn't it enough that I'm a kobold?
I'm just glad that you're not suggesting I put one on.
No, God, no. No one wants to see that.
I mean, I'm sure those cougars back in Chalza would.
Squish is so mean to Jeremiah's. She loves him, really.
Yeah. But yes, I'm going to get a bunny suit regardless. Because my mind's made up. Squish needs to see her man in as many pleasing ways as possible. If at the time you decide to change your mind and that you want to partake of a suit yourself, Ardeth, you'll have the opportunity. I mean, I'm sure Orla would appreciate the sight.
Roll me a... Actually, no, yeah, roll me a perception.
It's true that I've done it.
Yeah.
You really wanted to die of embarrassment, do you?
Yeah. Alice has basically got that expression. Even with the mask, you can tell she has an expression on her face of, "Please let the ground swallow me up."
You know, maybe we should discuss. Maybe you should discuss that with the tailor in private. And he shoots Storm a look.
But Jeremiah, I thought you've seen it all before.
Look,
Storm's still not wearing pants. Storm's still just standing there naked.
Storm. If
Yeah.
Ardeth doesn't want to discuss this topic any further, then maybe it's a point that we should just drop it.
Oh, I wasn't going to push it any further. I just said, like, if she changes her mind, the opportunity will be there. Storm just shrugs.
Oh, and by the way, I've seen a lot. I cannot say that I've seen every possible configuration. And he gives you the widest grin possible.
Life's full of surprises, my friend. Like the size of this crab claw. It's huge.
Indeed.
Crunch. Very good, though.
You know, the tongs there are for you to pull the meat out of the claw.
I'm a fucking crap, man. Cut me some slack.
Well, I mean, it's keratin. It's good for you, for your skin, for your fur, for scales.
Perfection.
So, are we just wasting time today?
Well,
We pretty much have to. We have at least one free day before we can get on up the mountain.
oh yes, we should probably let you in on a little something.
Oh?
Yeah.
Oh yes, Alistair's pouch.
Alistair did what now?
Did you pick it up?
Was
I'd
our
say
little
that,
friend successful?
Yes, he apparently our little distraction was more than enough.
Excellent.
Not that we're paying for it with pounding headaches.
It was the most enjoyable distraction I've ever been a part of.
Yeah. I could see that grin on your face when you finally got the money.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I wanna go back. I wanna go back, Jurnis.
I would actually say, if he figures out that we have his possession, he's going to try to take it back.
Well, is there
Only
any
if
chance
we're
of the crime?
slow.
And then again, who would expect someone to come back to the scene of the crime?
It would still be a good idea not to draw attention to ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm so good at it.
So, maybe we should partake in a few other amenities the city has to offer.
Oh, I didn't mean right away. I mean, no.
It
Later
sounded
on,
like you
perhaps when
wanted
we're
to-
leaving.
It sounded like you wanted to go there today, and yeah, that's definitely a very,
After 5
very
or 6
double bad
sessions,
idea.
I mean, yeah, it's kinda I do, but I know it probably wouldn't be the best time.
Look, if you want to work out some energy, I'm fairly certain
They turned to the 3rd unit of arrival,
that
especially sections 9 and
there's
10.
a fighting pit where you can work it off if you want to.
Well, I feel like I wrestled a dragon last night, or at least a dragon's mom, winks at Squish. But yeah, I'm still full of piss and vinegar.
Introducing her to the institute process.
Anyway, as
Well, I suggest we go to the tailor's first, and then we'll head to the fighting pits.
Excellent.
and then we may want to go have a little bath before we return with the finer Goblin.
Oh, I want more than a bath. I want to come out of the bathhouse feeling like a pampered prince. Spa day.
If you like what you've experienced tonight, he said.
What do you think, Sammy?
Further about
I wanna go get a bath.
Contribute to the process of our
Well, I could do with a bath, yes.
We have another evening when
Very
you
well.
can share what you have learned about this.
You'd be
Takes
sur-
about
Includes a series of courses that
I
develop
assume
our
we were
capacity
eating while we were doing that. Did the guy
to
actually bring back
Yeah,
breakfast, or are we just
yeah,
leaving?
you're eating.
reflections
I'm
on
curious though, before we move to scene, like, did the guys actually show the crown, or did they just present the
I
pouch?
think you'd love it.
I would say Ardeth took the crown out of the pouch to show you.
Intrigued by
I have a thought. Is it possible for us to make a fake of that?
decide to attend the midweek
I doubt it.
introducing the institute
Not even just a lookalike?
reflections
Well, unless you happen to know a dwarven goldsmith who will work in a hurry.
presentation
No. I'm sure Escobar could point us in the right direction, but he's probably distant sounds of shouting, busy. It's just a thought.
You have no idea how lucky you are.
Well, I just figured, like, if we get confronted about it, and they're like, hey, return this crown, then we can just give them the fake, but since that's not an option, then we're just not gonna have to get caught, are we?
Precisely.
Yeah, plus, I'm having a weird feeling about the Goblin lady from the casino last night.
Say what? Who? Which one? I was too busy gambling.
yeah,
I'm
there was
talking about
A weird goblin
I'm
lady
talking
that was
about
following us.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember the one. Yes.
Yeah.
Question 4. How did
She took a keen interest in yours, truly.
Not only in you. I believe she kept an eye on all of us, actually.
What insights have you gained?
Yeah, but I was a high roller. Come on.
Case study that could be
Yes.
applied to your
No, this is
own
the
Yes,
player
you
here.
were.
Squish wasn't able to remember. Well, did Jeremiah roll well enough to realize that she was the one described to them? To figure out who she was?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, I mean, she was the one who had actually acquired it in the first place, so
Really?
we might want, yeah, and we might want to be very, very careful with this pouch and its content.
Maybe we should put it in the portable hole.
It's a magical item, though, isn't it? Magical items tend to disagree
Yeah,
with, like...
that's a bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not gonna fly, Squish. Magical items tend to disagree with bags of holding, portable holes, that sort of thing.
To be
Only
honest,
if
it is
they're
in a-
other dimensional pockets.
To be honest, it is in a rather small pouch for its size. It's not a collapsible crown, after all.
Well, let's ask our magical expert. What do you think, Ardeth?
Absolutely not.
There you go.
I
I mean, this isn't everyday magic we're dealing with here. This is like giant magic.
The crown itself is safe to keep in a pouch, but putting a pouch or a bag of holding into a portable hole, that could basically destroy the entire universe.
Wait,
When
where's
you
the
put a
bag of
plane
what?
across
I thought we were putting the crown in the portable hole. Where did the bag of holding come from?
Ardeth quickly scoops out of the pouch and says, I was meaning this. And
Oh,
she kind of hands you the crown to put into the portable hole.
why are you always confusing?
I
Squish
thought you meant
retreats.
putting the pouch inside the hole.
I didn't know the pouch was magical.
But you have one yourself.
It looks like a brown bag, Ardeth. Squish angrily unfolds the portable hole and throws the crown in.
Just remember where you put it.
It's in the hole.
Well, if that
like a
pouch
Tom
is
Scott
spare
sketch.
now,
It's in the
I'll
hole.
take it.
Ardeth hands Storm the pouch.
Thank you very much. What do I add this to the inventory as?
That's a Thieves Guild pouch.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Out of curiosity, is it like the pouch with all my platinum in it?
It's a similar size, but it lacks the monogrammed logo.
Yeah, fair enough. You know, it's a shame Alistair left so fast. I was wondering if you could shed some light on what this rose is all about. Storm brings out his fat pouch of platinum and just taps on the rose monogram.
Rose.
I think that was the name of the Thieves Guild tavern. Shadow Rose?
Yeah.
Oh! Ah. Simple and straightforward. I'll keep it as a memento then, even if it doesn't have any greater significance. Because I
That
had
makes sense.
fun!
I would say it makes sense given that it's sort of their branding.
Oh yeah. I was just wondering if it was a coded message or anything like that.
Why would it be a coded message?
I don't know. There's a lot of players in Storm Point. There's so many people here that we've met so rapidly. You know,
That is true.
got the Zents and the Zentarum, I believe, and then there's the Thieves Guild.
You mean the Xanathar and the Zentarum?
Yeah, that's what I mean. My bad.
Yeah, I know. What is this small tablet they gave you there for with your breakfast? What does it say on it? Aspirin.
I don't need it. I don't need aspirin. I'm inspired by Squish. Now, how about we get outside this hotel room, as lovely as it is?
We'll be back later.
Should probably go find a tailor's.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You make your way downstairs. You basically go and get your opera tickets arranged for your tour the time of the performance, and you pretty much got most of the day to get sorted.
Out of curiosity, were we given any specific recommendations on our outfits for the opera?
You were advised that lady suits would be permissible, but usually an evening dress is preferred.
Well, Squish, what do you think?
I don't want to wear a dress. I don't like them. They're hard to move in.
Yeah, I get that. Battle can occur at any time.
With this group, yes.
It's true. Very true. Very reasonable. We'll make sure it's a damn fine suit, though. Either way, we're going to look freaking amazing.
Maybe she wants to wear a bunny suit. Ow.
Ardeth, why did you kick Jeremiah?
Because as Jeremiah should know, you yourself said bunny suits are not for you. And Jeremiah should respect that.
I was trying to make a little bit of a joke here.
Hell, let's go to the tailor's then. Squish is also going to keep an eye out for a leather worker on the way.
Okay. You head back towards the Street of Artificers.
Yes.
This time turning left until you find the small tailor's shop.
Clothes of all sizes, Gesundheit, and styles. Well, this looks like the place.
As you step inside, you can see a small blonde halfling woman kind of furiously sewing a rather flouncy looking shirt. Yes, can I help you?
We have to
If
be
it
made
isn't
to
too
look
much.
pretty for the opera.
So, what kind of stuff were you thinking of?
Well, I know he's thinking of a bunny suit.
Yes, I am, but that is not appropriate for the opera. That is for later.
I was going to say that.
In addition to, well, I think, what do you say to a tuxedo?
Oh, I was definitely going to say yes to a tuxedo. Not black, though. I'm pretty much all black already.
Well,
and it definitely has to be form-fitting.
how ostentatious you want to look?
I do have a lot of planning on.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
It's not a
do we
question
go
of
for an
expression,
11?
It's a question of how you look.
Okay, color me curious. What if I wanted to be exceptionally ostentatious? What would I be in for?
You watch as she kind of walks across the room and pulls aside a curtain to reveal an armoire. She fills with a look for a second. You watch her kind of make a few quick hand signals. And she opens it to reveal a tuxedo with a rather bright blue bow tie.
Ooh.
a ruffled shirt, and the outer jacket with a black and white striped pattern.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of digging it.
This has been made from a specially treated dire tiger hide.
Dire tiger. Ooh. Not skimping on.
One got a bit too close to the walls the other week, so Dragon Guard took care of it, and they slanged me the leftovers, so to speak.
Alright, and if I wanted this snappy little number, how much is that gonna cost me?
I'd have to do a few quick alterations, but I'd say it would cost you about 120 gold pieces.
Oh, I could definitely do that. Yep, no problem.
Okay, now what was this you were saying about bunny suit?
Oh yes, I was at the casino last night and took a fair bit of interest in the bunny suits that the gentleman there wore.
I see. Give me a few minutes. She kind of takes out the tiger tuxedo first, hangs it nearby so she can make the alterations. Closes the armoire again, makes a few more hand signs, opens again, and pulls out the bunny suit. Again, I like alterations, but shouldn't take too long. I'll set you back about, call it 20 gold.
Ah, no problem. That's just 2 extra platinum.
Okay. And the rest of you, how can I suit you up?
Well, Squish,
Sorry. Squish has just been holding up random suit jackets over to Sammy to see what clashes with his scales and what doesn't. I kind of like this grey one.
We can order the best bits, can't he?
Hmm?
Sorry, I didn't hear that, Icy.
But Sammy can just wear his vestments, can't he?
Probably could.
You could get away with them, but I would advise you let me freshen them up a little for you.
If money's the issue, I can cover it, my friend.
I mean, we have a bit of money after all. And, not just squish a little bit. Isn't that right, Squish? We have the ability to afford a new set of clothing.
It's not a new set, I'm just going to tarp the current set.
Well, I'm fairly certain we can cover the cost of that if...
Costs about silver.
All right. And Sammy hands over his cleric vestments.
Okay, like I said, it costs a silver. Shouldn't take me too long to do it. Just looks to Jeremiah. And how about you?
Well, I'm not usually the type of person that wears fancy clothes, but I think is that a reddish silk suit that I see back there?
Yeah, sure. She kind of brings it out and she goes, again, this is not one of my more expensive models. This will only set you back about 50 gold.
Yes, I would be very much interested in that.
I'll set that to one side.
Squish, would you be so kind as to get that out of it ultimately?
What? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, sorry, Jeremiah. I was like helping Squish.
Yeah, sorry about disturbing you two lovebirds. Yeah, I don't have that money on me right now, so I would have to go into our common resources.
Oh,
later
no, it's
on.
alright. It's alright.
How much do you need?
50 gold for the suit.
Yes.
Squish will hand over 5 platinum pieces.
I do believe that is. It is always best to pay the service before it's done.
Oh, no worries, no worries. And I'll take it, miss, you'll quite enjoy the look of that one.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's perfect for her. She's got such a keen eye for these things.
Well, you kind of watch as she eyes you up a little. I'll part with that one for 30 gold.
Okay.
I'm covering that one.
Are you sure? We got plenty in the bag.
Yeah, but you're my Squish. I want to spoil you a little.
Oh.
Last but not least, you, miss with the mask. What would you prefer? Ardeth kind of takes a few minutes and she settles on, rather than getting a suit, getting a more formal-looking set of robes.
Ardeth, you want us to step out so you can discuss any further details?
No, I might as well get it over with. I also would like one of the bunny suits. Alright, well,
It's for a fancy dress party for her. Jeremiah lies through his teeth.
well, it's wrong with deception.
Okay. He's not
But you
going
know-
to be...
Why do I have
Too
a
good
feeling
at
this
it?
is not the weirdest thing this halfling has encountered?
Yeah, she just leaves Jeremiah a look of how you... I know you're trying to bullshit me, but I'll play along. Yeah, well, bunny suit will cost you about 20 gold. The robes will cost you another 20. So we call it 40 gold for the lot. Right, well, if you'll like to just wait here a minute, she kind of shoves the suits in your hands and pushes you all towards these 4 changing booths.
That one's a little... Oh, that's a little tight.
Well, how do you think I feel, Jeremiah?
Yeah, I would say that you're trying to formal wear on first. Ardeth, she also gets pushed into a booth.
Doesn't leave much to the imagination, to be honest.
Well, when you're ready to come out, I can make the alterations.
Alright, and bow-legged Jeremiah stepping out of his changing cubby.
Yeah, you get the tailor kind of sizes you up a little, makes a couple of hand sizes, and you can feel the suit starting to shift and change. It starts to feel a lot more comfortable, a lot more sculpted to your body.
Yeah, still leaves a little bit too much obvious. We should probably loosen it a little bit in the groinal area.
No worries, man. You instantly feel the tightness of your slacks reduce.
Yeah, I didn't want to pass as a... I mean, I have worked as a male entertainer once, but
What?
it didn't go too well.
I did not wish to know that, but yeah. Looks pretty good on you.
Thank you very much. You've been
Thank
pretty
you,
much a lifesaver.
You'd like to go get changed again? I can box it up for you.
Thank you very much. And Jeremiah gets into his regular garb.
I have a question.
Who's next?
This suit was made for halflings, wasn't it?
It was, yes. Like I said, I can make any adjustments needed.
It looks better than you.
Yeah, but I need a tail hole. This is very uncomfortable.
Like I said, miss, I'll be able to sort that for you when you come out.
I'm standing right in front of you.
Alright, 1 second. She kind of makes the same hand signals. And it takes about 5 to 10 minutes for her to complete the alterations. you get your tail hole. It kind of splits on the hem on the waistband, and you kind of got like a button over sort of situation. But yeah, you got a finely tailored lady suit now with tail hole.
Anyone else imagining that scene from Jumanji where Robin just goes behind the kid and just pulls the tail out?
Yeah.
Well, at least you now got a button on top of that.
Well, like I say, if you'd like to get changed again, I can have it ready to box to ready to go for you.
Okay. And Squish will
Who's
change.
next?
Hello, I'm ready for my fitting. Oh yes, indeedy.
Okay, is there anything in particular you would like in the fitting?
Yes, unlike my friend Jeremiah, I want to show everything off, mostly for the benefit of my lovely lady Squish. These fancy suits are mostly for her.
I had a feeling you were going to say that, so 1 second. Yeah. It takes about, again, 5 to 10 minutes. You feel the suit adjust to your muscular frame, and then you feel it tighten and tighten and tighten. It's insanely, almost inhumanely tight.
It's almost painted onto your fur.
Yeah, these strides are very tackle tight.
Why am I suddenly picturing like an 80s style shirt where it's just this deep plunging V, just little tufts of chest fur coming out?
The frilly shirt does pop a few buttons to expose the chest a little bit more.
Perfect! You know it's a winner when the buttons start popping.
I'd say if you weren't wearing long tails for the jacket, it would look like you're smuggling 2 hamsters at the back.
Perfect!
Yeah, very obvious buns.
Yes! Squish's buns. Everyone can look, but only Squish can touch.
Well,
Points
if you're able
copper coin off it.
Well, if you're able to slide yourself out of them, we'll put them in a box for you.
Can do.
Next up, who's next?
Do you want to get your vestments adjusted while we're here, Sammy? So they fit nice?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot for a second. We were just doing a quick. Yeah, 1 second. She kind of does say 5-10 minutes. Places her hands on the vestments, and they clean up really nicely. Bright white gold piping, really snazzed up.
Most they've looked in years.
And now, oh yes, Mr. What was your name? She points to Storm.
Storm upon the sea, my fine lady.
Right, Mr. Storm. If you'd like to put on the other outfit.
Yes, I will. Storm gleefully puts on the bunny suit.
She goes, right, now, you'll have to excuse me because I need to get a bit handsy in this case. She kind of puts her hand on the waistband and performs the same ritual casting. You feel it, the suit adjusting, clenching, basically refitting to you, to your exact specifications. Yeah. 7 minutes later, she goes, right, there you go. What about your friend?
Ardeth, you done in there?
Yes, I'm done.
You want us to leave so you can have some privacy?
She kind of pokes her head out through the curtain. She's not wearing the mask.
Nice.
Pretty shy.
Today I'm a stormy bunny. Hop, hop.
You can visibly see her eye twitch.
Yeah.
I suppose. Oh, to hell's with it. She kind of pulls open the curtain, very self-consciously walks forward.
It's the dress she's wearing, I believe.
No, she's wearing bunny suit.
Oh,
Robes don't need adjusting.
you've started bold. Okay.
Already looks
Yeah, well,
pretty
she's
good.
just wearing. She's just wearing the robe over the top of her usual clothing, so that doesn't really need adjustments.
All right.
Trying to make the adjustments for this one. She kind of grips onto the basically the waistband area.
Jeremiah politely looks away.
About to say, like, come on, you lot, leave the bunnies to it. Bunnies like our privacy after all.
Would anyone like to roll me a perception check?
Yes, for fun. What?
Well, it looks good on her.
Jeremiah and Storm, you suddenly realise something. Ardeth has been binding.
Oh,
Whoa.
I see.
All right. I did not expect that. All right. Look at the wall panel over there. That's a beautiful wall panel. Intricate carving.
It
Holy
takes about
smokes.
5-10 minutes for the adjustments to be completed. Ardeth very rapidly makes her way back into the changing booth. Now, as much as you may like your new outfit, Storm, you may want to get changed.
I like to imagine that as like the Taylor was saying, that Storm was just kind of dangling his like bunny ears over Squish, just like, I'm your big bunny. I go hop 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 all night long for you. Sorry, what? Oh right, yes.
Storm. Yeah, you want that packed up and maybe even have it delivered.
Yeah, I can arrange to have it delivered. Get one of the lads to run it over to you. Where are you staying?
Let's see. It was the Grand.
The Grand Hotel in
the
the Palace.
Grand
In
Hotel,
the
yeah.
the
Yeah, no worries. I'll have it sent over to you. Have it sent over in a couple of minutes, about an hour or so.
Oh, right. I guess I better get out of this lovely outfit.
yeah, people might look at you rather confusedly.
Well, it's not that.
Look, they're not. You're. To be honest, it's not leaving much to the imagination.
That's
With
the
you.
point. But I get your point. I get your point. It's for Squish's eyes mostly.
Indeed, it's a thing for you, time.
I'm already changing, Jeremiah. I don't need the lecture.
All right, all right. To be honest, these clothes, I almost feel underdressed now.
It doesn't take you long to get changed again. Ardeth kind of emerges back noticeably flatter.
Well, we have still pretty much most of the day ahead of us. So, what do we say we go and enjoy a few bits of entertainment?
Oh yeah, I'm down for that. 110%.
What did you have in mind?
Well, I believe Jeremiah and Sammy are keen to get the shit kicked out of them.
Right, fine, but let's go. Let's go.
I mean, Who was the last man standing?
La 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 la.
Yeah.
Just as we're walking away from this place, did Squish manage to spot the leather workers?
I'd say as you make your way down Artificer Street towards where the fight pits are, you do notice a leather worker just on the left.
Excellent. Squish is going to duck in and try and commission what we discussed last week.
I'd say it would set you back about 150 gold,
Excellent.
but it will take a few days.
Probably ready by the time we get ready to leave. I shall deduct it from the thing.
Okay. Kubar.
We're passing by our friend, don't we?
Hang on. I just wanted to say super quick.
Sorry.
Regarding the matter of Ardeth's bunny suit, yes, Storm would have paid for that.
Fair enough.
Squish already took it out of the party money box.
Well, just put that 20 gold back in. This is Storm being supportive. He's the bunny, now Ardeth's the bunny. Bunnies are gonna look out for one another.
Curious enough, Squish and Sammy are not Squish. No, Squish isn't aware of what lies beneath, so to speak. Even Squish is not aware of what lies beneath.
No, they're not.
I feel like I missed something there in the disruption of Seph's mic. What?
Yeah, Squish is not aware of the honkabadonkers.
Yeah.
Alright then.
Ardeth is hiding elf titty.
She's got more massive memories.
Massive to honka bonga rules. Wanga 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 no gangas.
I made a boo-boo in math.
Her boobies, her massive titties.
I realised that I should have took away 15 from the platinum pieces, not 150.
Oh, you're overpaying.
Oh yeah, the leather worker
Only
basically.
the best for what I have planned.
Yeah, the leather workers made similar sized armor. You gave a pretty good description of Midnight's rough size, so it might be a little loose, but it should fit in.
And the other thing?
The other thing.
Yes.
You may need to jog my memory.
The little jerkin?
Oh yeah, that'll cost you about 30 gold.
And I shall prepare that as well. And it must be pretty. They must both be pretty.
He says he says for an extra five gold I can do some silver filigree work on it.
Do it. Excited, Squish is
extra 5
excited.
gold.
So that's 1 platinum piece and 5 gold change. Okay.
Okay.
Well, Squish.
After your...
Seph, quick question.
Yes?
So Squish was in the leather workers for a bit of time, so I'm curious, would Storm have seen a jeweller's around at all during that time?
Roll me a perception.
Okay. 18. That's pretty good.
Yeah, you see one just up the road, round about there.
Okay. Committing that to memory, because it'll be important later.
What are you
So-
looking for?
Storm looks flustered for a moment. I'll talk to you about it later, Jeremiah, okay?
Oh, all right. Okay.
Okay. With your business concluded, you continue on your way towards the fighting pits.
To be honest, I think we all shouldn't we pass by our friend the Phoenix?
I mean, I'd like to. You know I would, but I don't want to interrupt them.
All right, then let's just.
He's torn about it too.
Yeah. Okay. Let us let them have a little bit of them time.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked more Snuggles and Squish this morning.
Yeah. I mean.
Ain't interrupting, my boy.
Okay. You enter the fighting.
Mark.
You enter the fighting pit. There's not that many people around. It's a bit of a lull in the day, but there's a couple of challenges there. Who wants to go in first?
Oh, Samuel.
Okay. As you go in, you hop into the small ring. It's only basically the afternoon crowd at this point, so not too many fighters. But this fairly grizzled-looking dwarf enters. Yes, son.
Oh, yes.
Alright, let's see how good you are. Cracks his knuckles. And I would like you to roll me a d20.
Kick his ass, Sammy!
Is this just fisticuffs or weapons?
Just fisticuffs.
Okay.
Yeah, he tries to get you, but you're very quick. Pretty quick. You're able to get around, you're able to... few jabs on his jaw. Roll me another d20. But he's got the measure of your speed, he's got the measure of your agility. He's able to get a few decent body blows on you. Roll me one final d20. But you're faster, you're younger, you're able to basically knock him down. He kind of rubs his jaw a little dazed, and he goes, he's basically pulled out the ring. It's obvious he's lost. But he goes, "Oh, it's a fair fight, lad. You did well."
Yeah.
Oh, you are given a pouch containing 50 gold.
Ooh. Look at my
So who's going in next?
Some do you want to, or shall I?
You first, Jeremiah. H
All
before
right.
you. Oh, wait.
Jeremiah blinks.
Stop, just
Do you
remember he's
want to
older
join
than you.
me in here? And
Oh.
get your attended to you by me?
Okay.
Okay.
No. I mean, we should probably not do that.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to pay me, do you?
Let's just fight the local fighters.
As you step into the ring, Jeremiah, you roll me a history check.
I have no idea who that. You look familiar, but I have no idea where I know you from.
Oh, I've never even been to a fighting pit.
Nice. Yeah, as you look up, the red-haired fire giant Goliath.
No. No.
Oh, hello.
Yes, yeah, I don't mind having a rematch. You know, you're a pretty good fighter.
Thank you. Just don't do what your brother did to my friend and toss me into the water.
Don't worry about it. We're not in the main arena anyway, so it's just sand here.
Yeah, still don't want to be tossed all the way around.
No worries. Roll me a d20.
That's a 4. He's going to flail.
He's already got you and suplexed you.
Looks like today is not my day. Totally not my day.
Yeah, he's pinned you.
Oh my god,
And
Jeremiah
he's
folded
picked-
like a chair.
Roll me another d20.
Harry, get out of the booth and pull yourself tough times.
Yeah, he basically just literally lifts you out of the ring and pops you back in the stands.
Yes, looks like it's not my day today.
Them fire giant genasi ain't nothing to sniff at, are they, Jeremiah?
I didn't say they were.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeremiah shakes hands with the fire genasi.
He smiles, shakes hands, and he goes to collect his winnings.
It was nice of
Well.
you to help him warm up, Jeremiah.
Yeah, I think that headache's actually playing a little bit against me tonight, or rather today. Well, Storm. Storm.
All right, let's have another crack at it. And stomp on in.
As you go in, you notice a frost giant genasi kind of step into the arena.
Do I recognize this gentleman at all?
You do not, but suddenly he turns around and places what can only be described as a backpack on the floor. You watch as he cautiously kind of tries to step away, kind of reaching for the drawstring on it.
Oh, it's the
What?
rabbit dwarf.
Oh no.
Yeah. Make me a dexterity save.
Ah! 15.
Yeah, you barely are able to duck out of the way as you hear of this feral, raging gnome fires out of his sack, aimed straight at your chest.
Ah! Using this can't be legal. This can't be a legal move.
Roll me a d20.
Ref!
Yeah, he's basically grabbed onto your chest and he's just kind of basically going to town on you.
No, there are rules. People can lift but not touch. Only Squish can touch.
Roll me another d20.
17.
You're able to prise him off and fling him across the ring before he lands heavily, gets back on his feet, shrieks something in Gnomish, and charges at you again.
And
Make
fuck
me
you.
another
No.
save.
19.
You're able to dodge again. Roll me a d20.
Please, Storm, please. No, Storm, no!
He basically latches onto your face at this point and starts slapping the top of your head. Roll me a strength check.
Does that just say strength or a saving throw?
A strength check.
Okay. 14.
You are able to prise him off your head. He's still slapping the air towards you, trying to reach you as you hold him at arm's length. What are you going to do?
You know what?
Shove him back. Shove him back.
No! Storm's been trying to... Well, Squish doesn't know yet, but Storm has been trying to practice some of Squish's moves, so he's actually going to try and high kick this motherfucker.
You're gonna high kick a gnome that is like up to your shin.
Yeah, but I'm holding it. I'm holding it.
So he's punching it.
Yeah, roll me a d20.
Okay, please, Storm. Make it look good. 11.
You rolled a natural one. You basically do a drop kick. You drop kick him like a fucking rugby ball. He sails out of the ring, and you hear a crash as he lands somewhere in the next room.
Never send a gnome to do a goblin's job.
You watch as this Genasi just kind of very carefully hands you 50 gold pieces.
Thank you very much.
You do
He
realize that
immediately runs to try. He immediately runs to try and secure the gnome.
Hey, just let him loose. He's over there now gnawing on some man's leg.
Yes, but I have 50 gold.
Guys, bugger off, mate!
Bugger off yourself!
Seems I've gotten a bit
A few seconds later, a dwarf comes screaming into the ring with a gnome attached to his face.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh no, I ain't touching that.
All right,
Chaos for the next half hour until they wrangle the gnome or he tires himself out.
Yeah. You basically all get around the drinks and just watch this. Basically, people have stopped watching the fights, are actually just watching this gnome, this dwarf.
Why have gnomes in the Dice&Dolts greater mythos just turned into rabid lunatics?
Because it's the same dwarf, the same gnome, that's why. He gets around.
Next you'll tell me he's painted blue.
No, he's only parts of his body are painted blue when he's drunk.
Hey Jeremiah, do you know that gnome? Like maybe he's from Waterdeep or something like everyone else?
Roll me a history check, please, Jeremiah.
No.
Yeah. You are familiar with this gnome.
Yeah.
He has a reputation.
Yeah, he's got a reputation. Can't show his face in Waterdeep no more.
Well, a face like that, I bet he spent a fair amount of time in a jail cell.
I mean, he can't show his face there anymore because, well, there was that incident with the Elven Bard at the Vanishing. It wasn't pretty. Wasn't
The
pretty.
Vanishing what? Do you mean the Yawning Portal? Even I know it's called the Yawning Portal.
No, I meant the Vanishing pothole. Yes, it was a kitchen there.
What? Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, small restaurant. Down in the docks, actually.
Oh yeah, that was a place, wasn't it?
Attacked basically. Well, you know dark elves, right?
I mean, we've dealt with Drow, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he attacked a sailor, clung to their face, and pretty much pulled it off.
Civ.
Yeah. Yeah, he can't show his face or the elf's face there anymore. Quiet, Brian.
Waterdeep is a strange and disturbing place. I can't wait to visit!
I wonder if that tavern's still there. If they're still running that tavern.
It better be. You keep hyping it up. Can't imagine why.
While Storm and Jeremiah are having their wee conversation, can Squish talk to Sammy?
Yep.
Hey, Sammy.
Yeah?
Can I ask you something?
What? What's up?
Remember a while back, after the fish people attacked the fair?
Yeah?
You and that little kobold woman, you had like a really big party?
Yes. Our wedding.
Yeah, what is that? warned you. I warned you about this last week.
I know. I know. It's a terrible ceremony where the male is no.
So what you're saying is I should get a ball and chain, right? Okay.
No, it's a union between two people who love each other.
Okay. And what does it do? Is it like important?
Well, it's. I mean, more or less important to the lovers.
And if you do the marriage thing, it means you'll be together for like a long time.
Until death do you part, of course. And then you find each other in the afterlife.
And how do you do this?
Fish, do you want to get married to Storm?
Maybe.
I can perform the ceremony.
You can?
Of course. As a cleric, I am ordained.
Oh. Squish is getting all flustered. What do you need?
Player has paid.
I believe it's 10 golds worth of powdered silver.
Oh, hi, Ardeth. I didn't realize you were here eavesdropping.
Ardeth, roll me an insight.
Sure.
Yeah, it's obvious that she has no idea what the hell a wedding is.
Goddamn four claimers and their weird society. So if we get the silver, we could do the marriage thing.
Oh, yes. Need a ribbon or a length of rope as well.
I have rope.
It'd be a bit. Well, rope can be used in a pinch, but it's better if it's a silken ribbon.
Oh, something pretty. Yeah, 'cause it's important. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can get something pretty.
Well, once you have that, I can. It can be something simple, or we can make it extravagant. I mean, after all, you two are rich now.
I don't know what that word means.
You have a lot of money.
Yeah, I know what rich means. I mean the excellent one.
Oh, extravagant, yes.
Fancy.
Oh, okay. I don't know. The fancy one would probably be too much bother. Okay, so I need to get some powdered silver and a pretty ribbon. I can do that.
And as I said, once you get them, we can... easily... I can... say all the words and marry you two. And you'll be together in both body and spirit.
We got the party pit down.
And you drank the spirit last night.
What
Yes,
was that,
I
Seph?
heard about...
You drank the spirit last night.
And I heard about the whole... nightly encounter. I think we heard it all from the ship.
Yeah, the high-pitched squealing was him. Shifty eyes. Alright. Well, I'll see what I can get, and then I'll come back and talk to you. Thanks, Sammy. You're awesome.
Not a problem.
And Squish will just wander off to see what Jeremiah and Storm are arguing about.
Well, I mean,
Hello, dear.
Maybe we can find some place that could do that for us.
I mean, I saw a place not too far away from the level workers where Squish was doing dealings. Just need a note.
Yeah, maybe we should fancy up the opera dresses, or rather, coats.
I mean, I'm sure I got a coat mine as fancy as it possibly can, but the rest of you, sure. I'll just hang around outside.
Maybe you want to snazz up your regular outfit.
Yeah, I could go for a few accessories. I'm not sure.
Maybe they even have, I don't know, pocket watches or something.
Maybe they do indeed. Get one that has a compass in it as well. That would be helpful.
Well, in that case, do we wish to stay here, or do we want to take a little stroll down the streets and see where the streets lead us?
Oh, well, we'll see what everyone else thinks. Squish, how long have you been there?
What? I just walked over.
How much did you hear?
What? Squish kind of like has a deer in the headlights look. She wasn't paying attention at all. She was trying to think where she could get ribbon and silver.
Do you want to fight yourself, or are you good?
I could punch something, yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to show me how you do it, because I've been trying to copy your style somewhat, but, well, it doesn't compare to yours.
Well, your punting of the punting of the gnome was rather impressive.
Yeah, but with a bigger target, you would have lost your balance. That's good for a beginner, though.
Oh, shucks, thanks, Squish.
Yeah, we'll work on that. He just gives a slap on the butt. And hops down into the pit.
Maybe we should get some mannequins later on that we can train with.
Oh my god. Squish.
Yes.
As you enter the pit, you immediately recognize the white hair and pale blue skin of the Windwalker.
Oh, it's the cranky lady.
Hey, Windwalker!
Well, I suppose I... Oh, David, let's just get on with this. Kind of cracks a knuckle.
Squish!
She kicked my ass 2 times in the fighting shit.
Yeah, but Squish... Sorry, but this needs to be said. Squish turned a goat man to mush against my abs. I don't think the Windwalker can do that.
Squish, roll me a d20, please.
Sure.
Yeah, you are a lot smaller and a lot faster than Windwalker is used to fighting. You're able to get a few pretty good blows. She's barely able to keep up with you. So that split second. Roll me another d20. But she's able to get the measure of you, and she basically starts knocking you back. Again, this time you're barely able to keep up with her. Roll me another d20. Again, you two are pretty evenly matched. She's dodging your blows, you're barely able to land on her, but likewise, you're able to pretty nimbly duck out the way. Roll me another d20.
Oh no.
Yeah, she's able to catch you off guard, she's able to... Well, maybe a dexterity save.
Sure, I can do that.
She tries to sweep your legs, but you're able to basically jump up over the top of her kick. And roll me one last d20.
Don't fail me now. Yeah!
Yes.
Yep, you are able to basically catch her off guard. You're able to clock across her face, and she stumbles. And since the fight is first one knocked down, you win 50 gold pieces.
Yeah, my goblin goddess right there.
You have a few surprises in you, I'll admit that.
I have more than a few. You're not the biggest thing
Squish.
I've fought.
Squish, roll me an insight.
Sure. I could do that.
You realised while you were fighting her, she's a monk as well. And she was holding back.
Damn lies.
Squinty eyes.
Maybe.
I would actually be genuinely curious how Squish would fare if she was able to use her modifiers. But today is not that day.
No. But you can tell that you definitely gave as good as you got, and it was a fair fight. But you get the feeling if it was life or death, yeah, she would absolutely tear you to pieces.
Lies.
See, I
Lies.
try. Probably would. God knows what level she
She's
is.
level 15.
Oh. Okay.
And not forgetting all her other techniques from her rogue skills as well. So
Squish was a professional card. She'd be out of there. Anyway.
in that way.
Squish just happily holds her a little bag of money and then does like grabby hands to Storm to get her out of the pit.
Storm like reach in and pull her out and put her on his shoulders. Hail to the conquering hero! Who's the champ? Who's the champ?
Is there anything else we want to do before we go pick up our fancy duds?
Yes, Storm and I, we were actually talking about...
They're sending the clothes to the hotel room.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I must have heard that.
Nah, it's not a problem. I mean, you were rather excited about Storm and his new threads.
I admit nothing.
Yes.
Likewise.
Yes. New threads.
I was talking about the suit.
What about you, Sammy? Anything you want to do today?
I mean, a bathhouse seems like a nice place, but
Roll me Squish and Storm. Roll me a history check.
Sure.
Sure.
20.
Storm, you remember that the hotel had an underground bathhouse.
Ooh. Oh, well, the hotel itself has a bathhouse underground.
ooh, that
So-
sounds interesting.
Oh, yeah, like, I'm quite keen to check that out myself.
Yeah.
Sammy, do you anything you want to do before we go get into the bathhouse?
Oh, no, I think I'm alright. Rather get a bath.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
Storm and I were thinking about maybe getting a few accessories.
Just need to make a
Sure.
quick pit
You
stop.
guys go do your message, and we'll meet you at the hotel.
Sure, that sounds great.
All right.
Yeah.
Mind leaving the lockboxer with us?
How much do you need?
I mean, Jeremiah, I'm loaded. I think I got enough.
All right. In that case, yeah, we'll manage.
Okay. Have fun.
See you at
We'll see you
see you at
there.
the bathhouse.
Don't get started in the bathhouse of honor, though. We won't be that long.
Oh, no, we won't. Oh, okay, they're outside. Quickly. Let's go find a blacksmith.
Yeah, let's go, Jeremiah. Let's go.
All right. All right. I'm wondering what Ardeth is currently thinking, in a way. Where the fuck are the idiots splitting off to?
Squish is taking Sammy and going to try and find a pretty ribbon and some silver from a blacksmith. While the Storm and Jeremiah are going to a jeweler. Which one's Ardeth going with?
He's going with Squish and Sammy, and you are basically. I'd like you all to roll. I'd like Storm and Squish to roll a stealth and a perception.
This is fun.
This is ridiculous and I love it so much.
I got an out 20 on stealth, but a nat 1 on perception.
Okay, I need to roll odds and evens.
Jeremiah's going to roll stealth and perception as well, and he fucked it up.
Right, well, that will act as a tiebreaker. So let's see. Yeah, you are both able to make your way down the street of artificers without noticing each other somehow.
Like that scene in Austin Powers was just conveniently placed items to block the view.
Yeah. Storm and Jeremiah make their way into the jewelers, whilst Squish, Ardeth, and Sammy make their way further down to the dock area where there's a little blacksmith's.
Oh dear. Squish will just purchase the needed amount of silver, get a ribbon on the way back, and then head back to the hotel.
Okay. I'd say the blacksmith's used to doing this, so he kind of gives you the ribbon for free.
Aww.
So it's 10 gold.
10 gold, I do that. Now we'll let those two have their adorable little sing.
Yeah, you make your way back south along this little back street behind the warehouses towards where the Grand Hotel is. Storm and Jeremiah.
Hi.
You think they've got any idea?
It's hard to tell with Squish. I mean, you know, she doesn't quite see things the way we do, but every now and then she's stunningly perceptive.
Yes, I know.
But here's the thing, they're doing their own thing, we're doing our thing. Unless she spills the beans and says that she knows, then we should just continue to proceed as if she doesn't.
All right. Well, I believe this is the place you were talking about?
Yep, seems about right. Not gonna lie, Jeremiah, I'm nervous about this. I've been thinking about it for a while, but this is the time to do it.
Look, I'm here to help you as much as I can.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Don't you worry about it.
Well, once more into the breach, and Storm will open the door and head inside.
Jeremiah, quickly in tow.
You make your way inside, and you notice a dwarven gentleman stood behind the counter. Hey there, how can I help you?
Well,
Well, you, sir. You're my friend.
So, it's rather apparent and obvious that Storm is rather sheepish and nervous about this. He takes a deep breath. I got it, Jeremiah, thank you.
Okay.
Oh, so, come
I
on.
need a couple of engagement rings!
Sorry, sorry for shouting. We're going a bit deaf, you see. Engagement rings. Right, 1 second. Kind of rummages around under the till.
I should clarify that my partner is a goblin.
Goblin size. Right, 1 second. Kind of goes a little bit lower and brings up 2 different trays of rings.
Lovely jubbly. Let's see what we got here. Don't suppose you have anything with, like, sapphires and emeralds, perhaps?
He very cautiously looks through the tray, and he finds a couple matching your description.
Ah, lovely.
Simple golden band. One has a reasonably sized sapphire set into it, with a couple of emeralds on either side. And he has a matching one, but in a smaller size.
Oh, lovely. That sounds ideal. How much will that set me back?
For 2 rings, it costs you about, let's say, 50 gold.
50 gold, Now, my friend, I have a lot of gold. Now, just, what if I wanted to go big? Basically around the same idea, but as fancy as possible. My goblin gal, she likes the shinies.
To be honest, you don't want rings to look too ostentatious.
I know. I want to spoil her, you know?
Well, I've got this one with a larger. He basically fishes out a similar design, but with a much larger sapphire on it. It costs you an extra 25 gold, though.
That's fine.
You're paying for the gem, bear in mind.
Yes, Jeremiah?
Say, you wouldn't be able to engrave those, would you?
Not only that, if you buy it now, I'll do it for free.
So, Jurnis, since I know you're listening in, what you said in the chat, is that a point for the fancier ring or against the fancier ring?
Just remember that she punches things a lot, so take that into consideration on the construction of the ring.
I would probably advise for the smaller one, because otherwise she knocks things loose.
Could make it like an ear piercing or something.
I mean, maybe you want to surprise her with a pair of earrings as well, for your clips. That way you can say, "Oh, I found these, and it was an interesting set."
I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm getting really flustered about this, because it's really important to me. So how about we just stick with this like option, the 50 gold one.
Yeah, wanting to do the earring. Fair enough, I was just about to say, if you want to do the earrings, we do a range. Couple's earrings.
Ooh.
Kind
You
of,
know what? Yes! Yes!
he reaches under him, there's a couple of ear clasps studded with a couple of emeralds and a sapphire each.
Ooh. Yeah, you know-
Usually, some of the elves like to use these rather than the rings.
You know what? It sounds enticing. It's a nice spin on a classic. I'm up for that.
Okay, well these will only cost you 40 gold.
No problem. That I can do. And Storm will put down... Actually, he has gold pieces. Storm will put down 40 gold pieces.
And
These were
sorry, sir.
the dwarf basically puts the earrings into a couple of matching ring boxes and gently places them on the counter.
Well,
Thank you very much, sir.
well, we were talking about getting maybe a pocket watch or something. I suspect you might not have something like that.
I'm afraid not. marine instruments, they're a bit harder to come by, even in this town. You probably have to order it special from Waterdeep.
Everything seems to be leading back to Waterdeep, apparently, in my life.
Yes, it's like I told you, Jeremiah. Everything seems to come from there. It's crazy.
Well, it is the location of one of the best Tinkers Guilds, so...
Yeah, I mean, there was a tinker out there that made small little toys, actually, when I was there back a few years. But,
everyone in Waterdeep?
What? I don't know everyone.
Just most people.
Just a few people. I mean, I'm a carpenter. That way you get to know a lot of people. A lot of people need to have their houses renovated or fixed.
Fair enough. Wasn't knocking it.
I mean, that's how I know a lot of people, at least fleetingly. Couldn't put a face to that.
All right. Simmer down. Didn't mean to upset you.
Anyway, yeah, I was originally thinking about maybe getting a little simple amulet to go with my outfit, but I think maybe a small wouldn't look good on that dress, on that suit.
Dress or suit, I don't judge.
No, I mean, I look spiffy. I look spiffy in a dress, but I'm more of a suit person.
I was going to say, I think you'd suit the ball gown with the long gloves.
I'm
inside.
Yes.
Good. It would look great, and 2 years ago I actually wore one on a dare.
So you can tell this dwarf is being very sincere.
Was actually on a dare. Had to go to a ball dressed in a gown. My girlfriend back then actually lent me one of hers. Anyway, maybe a small pin for my dress would work.
No one knows.
Go on.
No, go ahead.
Any kind of design in particular you're looking for?
I prefer to keep things a little simple but elegant. Nothing too wild.
He nods, and after putting the rings away, he lifts up a small box and opens it to reveal a set of various designs of simplistic woven style pins.
Yeah, that one with the square would probably look pretty good on my lapel.
He gently lifts up this 4-square design with a square spiral shape goes into it. This one, sir?
Yes, how much would that set me back?
That will set you back 3 gold.
And Jeremiah turns to I'm actually 1 gold short. Could you lend me one?
Oh yeah, no problem, Jeremiah. The store will pass him a gold piece.
And Jeremiah hands over the 3 gold pieces.
Okay. The dwarf happily takes gold and places the pin into a small box for you.
Thank you very much. It has been a genuine pleasure do business with you.
Hope you enjoy your stay in Storm Point.
Oh, we will.
Oh yes, most definitely. And Storm's actually going to put down his remaining 9 gold pieces as a thank you for the rings. This is rather important.
No worries. Even as he says that, you do notice him quickly pocket the gold.
Yeah, he's a dwarf, I get it.
Gold.
It's not necessarily a dwarven thing.
Well, I'm
One of
sure
the
if it was
rings.
Squish behind the counter, she'd be much the same.
Yes. So, I guess we should probably get going. They're probably already in the water.
Probably. You did get caught up in your anecdotes.
Yes, sorry about that. It just happens.
Okay.
Jeremiah,
Yes.
I appreciate you coming with me for this. I have no idea what I'm doing.
It's not a problem, my friend. Not a problem. And he reassuringly puts a hand upon Storm's shoulder.
Aww. Storm just smiles and he's very grateful to have a friend like you.
It doesn't take you too long. It takes about another half an hour to get back to the hotel. And I'm just going to use the same background for the room because it saves time.
I would say we're all waiting in the lobby.
Yeah, we're waiting in the lobby.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I hope you didn't have to wait too long.
Totally. Yeah, we were waiting ages. In reality, we got here like 30 seconds ago.
Yes, unfortunately, they didn't have what I was looking for.
Yeah, unfortunately, no pocket watches. No nautical equipment.
Ah, it's
You
a
know
shame.
what? Because I rarely get to do it. That's a 10 on the deception. I think everyone's passive it beats that.
Yeah.
Insight.
Anyone wants to roll insight?
I mean, Jeremiah wasn't entirely lying. He was looking for a pocket watch, and
Storm's lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Squish, you can tell he's lying.
Storm,
Kitty boy's tail is twitching.
you're doing that thing when you
Yeah?
lie.
Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Your ears are twitching.
No, they're not. You're lying.
He's just anticipating the water, I presume.
Oh yeah.
Jeremiah is lying through his teeth. No.
Oh yeah, I'm really round up. I'm looking forward for a chance to relax.
You two are up to something.
Oh. I have no idea what you could mean.
Squishy narrow her eyes at them. What did you do? You went to the casino, didn't you?
No, we didn't go to the casino.
Absolutely not.
I think they would have gone longer if they'd gone to a casino.
I don't know, the way Storm Betsy could have lost everything in one go.
Oh, one anything in one go, but that's besides the point.
Look, Squish. I'd wanted to go to a jeweler and see if they have a pocket watch, maybe. And I bought with a little bit of help from my friend Storm here, and he pets Storm on the shoulder. A little bit of an accessoire, I believe they call it, for my suit. He's completely honest right now.
Uh-huh. Okay. Sure. Well then, shall we go down to the baths then?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay. You make your way down to baths. There's a little list of rules up. You can have food brought in, you can have drink brought to you. but it's a pretty much a no modesty zone. But it is divided into a men's bathhouse and a women's bathhouse.
Oh, well, I guess we can't have everything. Still, I'm going to enjoy this.
Whoop.
Yep.
Away goes the towels.
Exactly.
As soon as we're in the men's section.
Okay. Ardeth and Squish, they go off on their own towards the women's section. Sammy, Storm, and Jeremiah into the men's section.
Our naked kobold.
Showing off his pretty
A
skills.
naked kobold.
Squish, I'm... No, go on.
First.
No, you go first.
Oh, seriously, I didn't have much to say.
Ardeth is kind of she basically sinks into the water as soon as possible.
Everything okay?
Yes, fine.
You sure? You're looking a little nervous.
Roll me an insight.
I would, but there's a cat on my hand. There we are.
Yeah, it's obvious that she's trying to cover herself up.
If you want, I can get a towel for you.
I don't think they allow it at the moment, Squish.
Well, fuck them. We pay a lot of money to stay here. Squish is going to get up and find a towel.
It's not just that, Squish. It's more... Well... it's kind of difficult for me to explain. But basically, it's been a while since I was, shall I say, fully nude.
Oh. Okay. Squish doesn't understand what's going on. Squish is not smart.
Roll me a perception.
Sure. Nope. It's too steamy. Just conveniently placed little wisps of steam. Like an anime episode.
No. You have noticed that, yes, Ardeth is looking rather bustier than normal.
Wow, those robes really hide a lot, don't they?
Yes, I tend to hide them, but why exactly were you interested in that marriage thing?
Well, you heard what Sammy said. Hey, it means that we'll be together forever, right?
Well, yes, but aren't you going to be together forever anyway?
Well, yeah, but this means we really mean it.
I suppose.
I'm dying.
It's just a little difficult for me to quite get my head around it.
It's kind of like a promise that he won't go away.
Well, I suppose that's... I can see the appeal.
Yeah.
Do you want to get something to eat?
We just got into the bath.
It says we're allowed to order food, so...
Ooh, yeah, sure, let's do that.
There's, one of the waitresses kind of comes over and takes the order, brings over a basic food platter.
So, does this mean that The Arcadians don't do the marriage thing.
I'm afraid not. It's, well, I can't really speak for the Arcadians, but they were my people. I was, marriage was not exactly a priority. It was more sort of a mutual agreement to produce a child. Or free, in my parents' case.
That sounds bureaucratic and boring. Ardeth, how did your people make sex boring?
Well, we tended not to indulge our emotions very often.
Nature didn't make it feel so goddamn good. The human race would have died out a long time ago.
You can kind of understand why my sister was so unusual being so pleasant.
I'm sorry, but just your whole people is unusual to me.
That's a fair point. But Shari was, well, she was very unappreciated.
Oh?
I'm glad she's got it. Yes, our people preferred form over function. Rather function over form, I should say. I mean, you saw her garden. She always wanted to create ornate crystal sculptures rather than just the bog standard crystals we used.
Yeah, her garden was real pretty. Your people really need to discover art, Ardeth.
I think the Arcadians are starting to. They certainly got more of an aesthetic flair than my people did.
Maybe this is a problem with why your people have been alone for so long. You should make some friends with other races.
That's... I won't deny that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
But... well, something very bad happened to my people.
Like what?
Ardeth kind of looks down a little and begins to explain to Squish about Zanu and why her people had to flee their homeworld. Meanwhile, with the boys.
The boys! So, yeah, no shame from Storm at all. He knows he's good looking. Like, Jesus Christ, that kind of became clear when even beholders were like, ooh, I want a piece of that. Way back in Chalza. And yes, he is specifically strutting his stuff to show off to Jeremiah. So...
I don't really know why you're trying to entice me. I'm
just trying to make it clear. I'm just trying to make it clear you ain't ever seen a Tabaxi like me.
Well, I hadn't seen you before, but yeah, I'd seen a few Tabaxi in my life. It's not like they all live on shelter.
I mean, yeah, but are they as shapely and fulfilling as me? I doubt it.
No, they weren't. Though, to be honest, that one actually came pretty close. Then again, she was working pretty hard as a blacksmith.
Oh, you know what? Color me curious. What Tabaxi is this?
Oh, well, it was she was a friend of mine. Moonlight over the prairie.
Moonlight over the prairie.
Yes.
Nice, very nice. But I'm still pretty sure I'm the beefiest Tabaxi around.
Yeah, I mean,
And I'm packing, but it's all for Squish.
Yeah, speaking of, well, now that you got what you needed, what's the plan?
I don't know.
I
I've been thinking about this as far back as Sanctuary, believe it or not.
I can imagine.
I mean, I'm definitely going to. He's legitimately stammering. It's not just the player at this point; it's the character as well. He's nervous about this. I figured that once we're done with Sune, that will definitely be the time to do it. I'm just worried about doing it before.
Well, I'm not the greatest at this marriage, this proposal thing either. I mean, if you don't want to waste too much time, maybe after the opera tonight would be a pointed time. Maybe we should. Do you think we should let Sammy in and ask him for his opinion?
I mean, he is a cleric, so he'd know all about it.
Isn't Sammy like sitting right there?
Yeah.
Probably.
I'm curious.
Slightly to the right.
No, it pans. I'm thinking Sammy's stuck between the two of them, just kind of nostril just above the water with the washcloth on top of his head.
Nice.
I'm curious as to Sammy's reaction to this conversation after the one he just had with Squish.
You know, I've spoken to your, future wife at this point about this.
What, you have? When did that happen?
Oh, earlier today. I think it was while you were fending off that little bugger in the fight pits.
So, wait, no. Oh my god, it's Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Literally while we were talking about getting the rings, Squish was talking to Sammy about the wedding, the marriage itself. I had no idea she was thinking the same thing.
Well, she was mostly curious about how it's done and what it meant.
And, did she seem receptive to the idea?
Very much so.
Oh. Well, that's encouraging to hear.
Yeah,
Maybe you're right, Jeremiah. Maybe tonight is the night. What say you, Sammy?
Oh, that's up to you entirely.
Ha! He who dares wins. I'm gonna go for it. Besides, I don't mind admitting to you, gentlemen, after having Bolt just plucked from right under my nose all of a sudden, well, I don't want to leave it hanging, and for the same thing to possibly happen to Squish, so I want to take the moment now while we have it. It's clear to me that we're at the point where, well, if we weren't in hot water before, we're going to be very soon.
Yeah, speaking of the hot water, do we want to grab a bite to eat while we're in here, or maybe get a drink?
Could murder an obnoxiously large bucket of wings. You know, chicken wings, stuff like that.
Yeah, yes. So, yeah.
The waiter comes over, takes your order, and it's not long before you're festooned with a small raft with a bucket of wings on it.
Yes.
Storm, I might need to borrow a few coins from you after this. Don't worry, it's for a good reason.
Oh, Jeremiah. Anything you need, buddy.
It won't be much.
I'd say the rest of your bathing experience goes off quite quietly. There's a nice bit of music playing in the background, nice relaxing, and you all emerge pretty squeaky clean.
Yeah.
Nothing beats that bathhouse shine.
Yes.
I do admit I do feel better.
Yes.
Storm, you're all poofy.
Uh-huh. That's the way I like it, and that's the way you like it too. Mm-hmm.
So
And to think, the poofiness doesn't hide anything.
So Storm, things are going the way they should, I presume.
Well, for the most part, Storm just looks at his vacant shoulder. Things will only be right when Bolt's well again, but that should be very soon.
Yes. If you don't mind me, I need to borrow a few coins. Just, I think, to a platinum, if you don't mind.
Just a platinum?
2.
Oh, no worries, I can spare you 2, and Storm will do just that.
If you don't mind me, I'll be up at the front desk and I'll see you all in the room.
Alright, see you there, Jeremiah.
I think I'm going to whisper this to the GM.
Okay.
To make the surprise a little bit more surprising.
That bag. Alright.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, as we make our way back to the room and whatnot, Storm's got an extra spring in his step, and his tail just cannot help but just keep brushing against Squish's own. Like, it's like it's trying to hug her.
I hope this is only going to the GM, nobody else.
Well, your secrets are safe from me, because I don't see anything.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, sorry. I had to do some business down at the front desk. They were able to assist me.
Okay.
Oh, no.
You have about an hour to rest up, recover, basically relax, before it's time to get your glad rags on.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't take you all. Go on.
I was just saying, Storm eagerly changes into his.
Jeremiah winks towards Storm. Gives him a wink.
Insighto! After 23. What you playing at, boy?
Jeremiah's got managed to live. Has used the money for a little surprise for you.
Storm just slowly starts nodding, and the nodding gets a bit faster, but as the grin on his face just widens.
It doesn't take long for you all to finish getting ready, and you make your way out onto the balcony for the op. Let's go a quick look through the music and see if we've got something else.
Alright, before we start this, I've got to go to the loo super quick, so I'll be RB.
Oh, fancy.
I can always do a quick bit of scene setting while I wait for Kubar.
Is this literally the
you
same
mean that-
image I used for the opera?
I suspect it might be.
I think it's a slightly different one.
All I did was search Opera House on
Same.
the image search.
I did too. So it likely is the same fucking one.
I would
Yeah, but-
say as you... What?
Go on. I was just say go on. I was gonna say, but go on ahead and just go ahead. I can do the words of the English speaking.
Prepared for you on your balcony is a bottle of red wine. Ready poured, there's a couple of goblets, enough to go around. There's some rather luxurious, plush-looking chairs, gold effect on wood, red silk cushions, that sort of thing. And as you stare out over the crowd, you can see in the orchestra pit quite a hefty percussion section.
Well then,
They have lots of drums.
that's going to be a bassy.
There's also a large. There's also a small pile of playbooks, basically. If you'd have a quick flick.
Yeah, Jeremiah's actually going to flip through it.
You immediately. It's basically got the same cover as the program that was in the room before. Except there's obviously a lot more to it further on. But yeah, you can see, Jeremiah, that this is a dwarvish opera.
Ooh, a dwarvish opera.
Roll me a history check.
$11.
Okay. Yeah, you've been around Waterdeep long enough. You've seen opera houses. You've worked in them. You know that dwarvish opera tends to be very heavy on percussion, a lot of shouting, very loud.
We should be able to hear every single word being performed. That is, if the percussionist isn't going raving mad.
Aye, that's what was promised. And I'm
And
looking forward to finding out if it's up to snuff.
As you look down, you can see there's a fair few dwarves in the orchestra.
It's going to be bombastic if nothing else, and I'm okay with that.
Oh, that it will be. That it will be.
As you all settle in, the curtain slowly starts to ascend. And the conductor basically is lifted up on his little podium, turns around and bows, and immediately sinks back down again. He's an elf. And would anyone like to roll me a perception check?
Sure.
I really need one of these opera glasses.
Okay. Storm, you're just too blown away by the gorgeousness of the surroundings, but Jeremiah and Squish, you notice in a similarly plush box opposite yours is a rather pale-looking gentleman with black hair, wearing a rather fine outfit, sat with a few other people, including Wolfguard.
Is it Asmodin?
He rolled me an investigation check.
Let me just squint hard.
He's there, but he's sat just slightly to the left. You get the feeling that this is basically the local bigwigs box. Sammy, you likewise are too distracted by the Kobold violin section.
Gentle nod towards the other box.
You watch as Wolfguard is kind of too busy in conversation with this gentleman, but Sam smirks and gives you a nod back.
Looks like we're in high company tonight.
What? What's this about company?
It's just that a few of the, local celebrities are around, like Mr. Seydu.
Storm actually looks at the bigwig's box, as Jeremiah put it, and squints at them. Oh yeah, that is good old Sam, isn't it?
Yeah, he gives you a little wave.
Storm will wave back. We're friends. Well, I'm not surprised. I mean, this is a play. A play that involves the gods. I'm sure at least one of them was going to take an interest. That is he.
It doesn't take long before the orchestra starts up with the introduction. As they reach the end of the opening piece, you notice the set is darkly lit, and a few of the cast make their way onto the stage. You notice a couple of them are elves, a couple of humans, and you notice a very large frost giant Goliath. They start to basically sing, mentioning how Sharov is basically getting too big with her boots, and a rather small, wiry halfling actor basically goes over to this elf woman carrying a whip. They talk, they discuss, and a wager is made that if he can find someone who can suitably humiliate Sharov, then they will basically grant a boon to whichever species accomplishes this, if he can find one. The actors move off stage, and the chorus comes on and starts to sing of how the Necromancer Kings were fought back by the Yagudo and the Knights of the Umbral Crescent, and how the Scorpion Coast was finally freed of the Necromancer Kings, with the vampires fleeing north across the Frostwater Sea, further north to the very top of the continent. As that happens, you notice that Sanguinaria, the vampire queen, is met by another large frost giant actor, and it basically gives you a quick summary of the history of what happened, how the vampires and the frost giants basically met and didn't really get on. This takes about 40 minutes before you are given the intermission.
So, what's everyone's thoughts so far?
There's a lot of drums.
Yes, it's very drum heavy. I mean, sometimes I had to peek into the small libretto that's part of this booklet to get certain words.
I do have a very important question. Were they singing in Dwarvish or Common?
They were singing Dwarvish, and the actor playing Mask was particularly loud.
I have no idea what's going on, but it's pretty sounding.
Squish. It's written in the book.
Squish will just slowly turn and look at Jeremiah and just blink.
Okay. And Jeremiah tries to recap the story as much as he can.
God, Squish, why don't you just read the book?
Low creaking head turns.
Would anyone like to maybe a history check?
You know, I just had to say, like,
Jeremiah-
you know, it doesn't matter if you. Sorry, carry on.
Jeremiah and Storm, you recognize not quite the voice, but you know that the actor playing Mask is related to a certain dwarf you met before.
Oh,
The Escobar line is strong, I see.
yes.
Or here, more accurately.
Isn't it great when one of your throwaway jokes takes on a life of its own?
Yes, it is.
To be fair, an Escobar becoming an opera tenor kind of
Yeah.
works.
It's perfect.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, Wally did guess he was like some sort of weird offshoot of Bard, so.
yeah. Wasn't he Farengar, the Frost King? Mr. Steinhammer?
No, I think he was. No, that was Henrik Topfoot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right. That's probably a stage name because, well, you don't want to be upstaged by being an Escobar.
True, if anyone knew they were performing alongside an Escobar, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't turn up. Also, like, am I the only one who notices the irony of Mask, you know? The top dog of thievery. You know, one of the most secretive gods about is played by the loudest actor.
Well, sometimes the god needs to throw around their voice to be understood by those who follow them, I believe.
Pretty sure that's not the case of Mask.
I know little about them, to be honest. You would have to ask someone who's in the Thieves Guild.
The intermission slowly comes to an end, and the second part of the opera begins. You see Sharov at her well. She's basically it's a rather self-important piece, how great she is, how intelligent she is. And the scene shifts back to the gods meet. Bane makes an ultimatum to Mask, agreeing to his bet that agreeing to his wife's bet that he was not part of. He agrees that if he can find someone who has the balls to dominate Sharov, he will gladly give him his patronage as a god. Meanwhile, the vampires and the frost giants, after a quick war, meet, having learned that Veloth, the last necromancer king, had escaped here and was posing a threat for vampire and mortal alike. It doesn't take long for the Frost King and Sanguinaria to kill the necromancer, thus solidifying the relationship between their two peoples. With this, Mask enters the picture and proposes something to Sanguinaria, that she can find a source that will protect her people from the harmful sun. And with that, the second intermission begins.
Jeremiah quickly puts away a small pair of spectacles.
Hey, where'd you get those from?
Always had them.
Huh? I thought you wanted one of those, I forgot what they're called.
You mean the opera glasses?
Yes, those.
Yeah, that's only so I can see what's on stage from afar. But I use these to read when it's small text. I mean, I don't speak Dwarvish after all. I don't speak Dwarven, so I need to read. And need to read what's being told.
Fair enough. But if you want those opera glasses, I'm sure we could call down for some super quick during the intermission.
No. It's fine. It's fine.
What about you, Squish? Are you good?
Yeah, I can see.
Perfect. I must say, your suit is lovely on you. It's perfect. Perfectly you. Wow.
The intermission comes to a close, and the third act begins. Shannon, the sister of Sharov, comes to the vampires and offers them a rare stone. Farengar, Frost King, takes the stone, and with the blood of Sanguinaria, the dwarves of the north craft her a beautiful, thin rapier, finer than any that has ever seen. Roll me a history check.
Boop.
Storm, you recognize it's slightly different, but this rapier is supposed to be made from aorine.
That's an interesting little detail right there. That's meant to be an aorine blade.
Oh, looks like paper mache from over here.
I mean, it is, but I can tell what it's meant to be.
I think he was meaning more in terms of the story.
All right.
The next scene, Sanguinaria approaches Sharov's well, and the two duel. Brought to a near standstill, but Sanguinaria is able to give as good as she gets, and Sharov's blood enters the well, turning the dark water blood red. The scene continues with Sanguinaria remembering Master Advice, and she begins to seduce Sharov. The two begin to get close to one another, and Sanguinaria is able to seduce the goddess, quickly making the incantations she was told to perform. The orchestra becomes more dramatic as Shar is lifted. Sharov is lifted and pulled into an orb of darkness set above the well. And the goddess rages, insensate with anger, as she realizes she's been tricked. And Sanguinaria holds dominion over her. As this happens, Bane enters and declares Sanguinaria the Twilight Queen, the ruler of the lands of the Shadow Spires. The one place in the world where vampires can be safe. They do not need to hunt, they do not need to harm mortals. And that's how it ends. So long as they continue to humiliate Sharov, he will give them his blessing.
Wow, it sucks to be Shar, huh?
And that is how the opera ends.
I still have no idea what's going on, but it's pretty.
Hey, as long as you enjoyed it, that's all that matters to me, Squish.
Yeah.
I enjoy a good show myself. It's very melodramatic and bombastic, which is kind of my deal.
The actors take their bow, the orchestra likewise, and everything wraps up.
Everybody filters out of the opera house.
Except us, because we're in a box.
Yeah, but do you really want to sit in the dark? I think they're turning down the house lights.
Yeah, we can just go into our room.
Yeah, this is literally our room.
Yeah, I mean the box outside of your room.
But I'm comfy here with Squish in my lap.
Well,
we haven't paid for a room here, so we should probably give you two some space.
Would you all like a room? I mean, you can't have this one. This one's ours, but...
Well, what do you think?
I think we should be nearby.
Good idea.
You say that as if you're expecting something bad to happen.
Yeah, given our track record, that's not uncommon.
I'd say the Tabaxi bellboy comes up to you and asks how things were.
You know you're not wrong, Sammy.
Things are fantastic, lad.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the show, sir.
Oh, I love this kid.
Also, Mr. Seydu sends his regards. He was glad to see you taking in the culture.
Let him know that we appreciate his message.
And the sentiment is returned.
I shall do so.
Thank you.
You fuck it! No, the kid gets another platinum!
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Also, Mr. Laffernow hopes you enjoyed the performance.
Oh, we loved it. It was a real, well, I don't know if this is accurate, because I don't know what this is. It was a real roller coaster ride from start to finish.
No, it's one of the... well, Mr. Laffernow, well, he comes from the Shadowlands, and he wrote the play about 300 years ago just to promote the culture of his region outside of it.
Oh, yeah. It felt like very much based in reality.
I'd be very pleased to hear that he did live through some of it.
Oh, yeah.
You're all talking about the complexities and the intricacies of the plot, and Squish is like, it was pretty music.
Well, that's important too, Squish.
I'm going to say, would anyone like to make an insight?
I think everybody can smell that guy is a vampire. But,
Yeah, it's pretty obvious that Lefano, who, as I said, was sat with Wolfguard and Samael, is a vampire.
he was the gentleman who sat in the box with Mr. Seydu, I assume.
Oh, yes.
No.
Yes, well, we insist... Mr. Lefano does insist on attending performances of his work.
Dedication? That way, well, he knows it's gonna go well.
But then he knows the end of the story. Kind of ruins it.
I mean, he wrote it.
He wrote the story.
Yeah! So he already knows how it ends.
Well, when I write our story, Squish, I'll know how it ends.
I'd say that while this is going on, you make the arrangements for the extra rooms to be sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how much am I paying?
It costs 1 platinum per night since you get the rooms very close to each other.
Okay, so just a single platinum?
Yeah.
Okay. Done!
I would say before we went to the spa and all two, Squish would have stopped by the ship to check in on Midnight and Anarchy.
Yeah, Midnight and Anarchy are fairly happy, always keeping him keeping them occupied for the time being.
Yeah, we should probably send message to Orla, let her know that we are staying in the city for the night.
Oh, that's not going to be a problem. I'm sure there's someone here who can do that for us.
I'll have it seen to immediately, sir.
See?
You
See,
even
this
know
is
who we're
why
talking
this...
about.
Yes, he does. Because I will tell him. Also, this is why I keep giving this lad platinum pieces. He's so good at his job.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I warned you they'd be bending over backwards to serve you after you tip them that much.
I know, but I don't care because I think he's cute.
Also, Mr. Luck here extends his warmest congratulations on your little scheme.
Oh boy.
He does actually hand you a little note with the Shadowed Rose logo on it.
Yeah, Storm's gonna have a quick look-see at that. It's like, does he know? Does he know?
As you open it up, it does say, I know that you were just there to distract me from Alice's little heist, but the lad did good, he got in, got out with no one noticing, so I really don't care if he stole the crown.
Ah, well.
In fact, you just say, in fact, I think the Thieves Guild is going to be in very good hands when I leave it to him.
Well, Jeremiah, if you were worried about Alistair, you needn't be. So we'll just pass over the note to him. Look, he was very impressed with the lad. And we needn't worry about, being chased down by the Thieves Guild.
Yeah, right, but still.
I would say with that, you all make your way back to your individual rooms and settle in for the night.
So Storm isn't doing what we were planning to do?
Oh, yes, we shall cover that next week.
Okay, so we'll cover it next week.
Yes.
I hope we don't
things-
forget the other surprise. The surprise that Jeremiah had made possible.
I know, but I have things to prepare for next week. So, going down the list, it is a good night from Kork.
Good night, wash your hands, wear a mask, be kind to one another.
A good night from Icy.
Hi, everyone.
A good night from Jurnis.
Good night, everybody.
A good night from Kubar.
Good night, everybody. I cannot believe that both me and Jurnis basically ended up having our characters plan the same thing at the same time. That was wild.
To be fair,
And-
Squish started planning it last week. He just never got around to doing it.
Fair enough.
And it is a good night from me. Good night.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.